What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction that you'd like me to do, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. Live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And then you can also catch me live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. But let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get into today's video. And today, we got to talk about one of the hottest topics going around in boxing this morning. And that's an interview that Bob Arum did over the weekend, where he basically, threw salt on the fire, you know what I'm saying, put fire extinguisher on the fire for the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight, saying that he doubts it'll happen. I listened to the whole interview in its entirety, and I'm going to do you guys a service of reading to you what Bob Arum had to say about the Terence Crawford-Errol Spence fight, and then I'm going to give y'all my thoughts on his comments, man, and whether or not we should be concerned with the prospects of the fight. So Arum says, talking about the Spence Crawford fight, it says it has tremendous interest from people who follow boxing, but that doesn't necessarily translate into revenue from pay-per-view, which is the biggest source because of piracy. PBC has got to look at it and say, hey, we'll put it on, we'll give you nice guarantees, but you've got to really live from the upside. Unless somebody wants to subsidize that fight, I don't know how it gets done. And then he started talking. I might do another video on what he said about, some ways that boxing can kind of go against piracy. But I want to stick on specifically what he said about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Here's my thoughts on it. First of all, bro, when I hear Bob Arum talk about PBC business, or I hear Bob Arum talk about Terence Crawford or any fighter that used to be signed to him and he's not signed or she is not signed to Bob Arum anymore, I automatically begin to listen with a critical ear. Now, Bob Arum didn't necessarily say anything wrong, talking about they got to figure out the money, the major revenue is going to come from pay-per-view, piracy is a huge problem in boxing, and the piracy of this fight. I feel all of that. All of those things, are valid points. But if you Bob Arum again, bro, you can't shit on Terence Crawford the way that you have done. I remember you saying that he be losing money and shit. He hard to negotiate with. You could have bought a house with the money that you lost on him, and not a house anywhere, a house in one of the most aggressive, most expensive real estate markets in the world. You said you could have bought that damn house in Beverly Hills with the money you lost on Terence Crawford. You said he hard to do business with. He don't sell himself. You said all that negative shit about him. So now I'm supposed to believe that you being objective when you talk about the biggest fight of his career where he gonna make the most money. Now you being objective, Bob. Now you got your business hat on and you just talking about the business of boxing. No shade. No shade at all. I don't know, bro. It's hard to listen to you when you talk about fighters that used to be signed with you. And it's really hard to listen to you when you talk about Al Heyman. You said Al Heyman don't exist and shit. You done took so many shots at Al Heyman through the years. So when you talk about his business, I'm supposed to believe that you being objective and that you ain't got no ill intent. So while I don't necessarily disagree with Bob, as a matter of fact, I do disagree. Because I believe the fight is already done. I believe it's happening. I'm explaining to you why I think everything he said, while it may be valid points on the surface, I'm going to just tell you why I believe that it's wrong. But overall, when Bob Arum talk about Al Heyman, or when Bob Arum talks about Terence Crawford, I get real critical of the shit. Because you don't talk shit about Terence Crawford on his way out the door. You don't have a man in Terence Crawford currently suing you and suing your company, and then you going to get in front of the microphone and big up what he got going on. Bob Arum is extremely petty. I don't see him being having the type of personality to do some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, for the actual fight, should it be in doubt? Should we heed Bob Arum's words and not be optimistic about the fight? Here's what I know. I know that. Let me turn this off, man. They trying to hit me up, but I'm working. I'm just not doing that job right now. I'm doing this one. You understand? Because this is my release. This is what I love to do. But for the actual fight, should we be optimistic? Should we, you know what I'm saying, take Bob Arum's words and start having doubt? And, oh, man, see, I told y'all, man, the fight ain't going to happen. Like, should we be like that? Hell no, bro. Listen. You can listen to Bob if you want to. But I'd rather listen to the people that are actually in the situation. When I want to find out if some business is going to get done or something's going to happen, I go to the source. And Bob Arum is not in the negotiations. He don't know what the hell is going on with the negotiations for this fight because he ain't got nothing to do with it. Neither one of these fighters are top-ranked fighters. He ain't an advisor to either one of these fighters. None of that shit. So I choose to listen to the fighters. And the last I checked, in Terence Crawford's most recent interviews, my mixtape interview that he did, the interview with Showtime that just dropped from his time there at Hall of Fame weekend, his most recent quotes and comments about the fight have been very optimistic. They have been very, confident that the fight is going to happen. And that's just one person. But then the other person that's going to be in the ring with him, sharing the ring, Errol Spence Jr., he say he for certain that the fight going to happen this year. Derrick James, Errol Spence's trainer, just came back and from somewhere, I don't know, but he typed vacation over. Vacation over, it's time to go get that one more belt. Talking to Errol Spence. So he's extremely optimistic about the fight. You got Steven Espinoza, the Showtime guru, the leader of Showtime Boxing, the president of Showtime Boxing. He said he optimistic that the fight gonna happen and that they doing everything they can to get the deal done. So I got Steven Espinoza that's confident about the fight. I got Errol Spence confident about the fight. I got Terence Crawford confident about the fight. And I got Derrick James coming around this whole saying, we coming to get one more belt. Vacation over. And then I got Bob Arum over here saying he doubt the fight get done. Who I'ma listen to? Who you gonna listen to? I know it's some pessimists, that watch the channel and shit, and people that are looking for any excuse to throw salt at this fight and hope that it don't happen. Because I believe it's people that really, really, really want to be able to continue to push they channel of Errol Spence's ducking Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is the boogeyman. And if this fight happens, then all that shit goes out the window. So they'll hear some shit like what Bob Arum said, and then they'll run with the shit. Watch. People will run with this shit. And then they'll ignore everything that I just told you. They'll ignore Errol Spence being confident, Terence being confident, Errol Spence trainer coming back talking about we about to get one more belt, Steven Espinoza being confident. They don't care about none of that shit. Only with Bob Arum, who is not in negotiation, who don't know what the hell is going on, just to listen to what he got to say. So me, while Bob might bring up some valid points on the surface to some, when he's generally talking about a big fight, I don't think he's accurate when talking about this fight, because everyone that's involved in this fight that has spoken about this fight has spoken extremely confidently about the fight happening this year. So your boy Knockout is still on the train. The fight happening. It's going to happen this year, and I expect an announcement very soon. I ain't going to give y'all no dates, because I ain't got no sources and shit. Very soon might mean this week, might mean next week, might mean next month. I don't know, shit, but I think the fight gonna happen this year, and I think it's gonna happen probably in like November or some shit, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that shit. These is all my opinions and shit, man. But I don't believe I ain't buying what Bob Arum is selling. I'm buying what Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Steven Espinoza, and Derrick James are selling, because they the ones that's actually in the situation. But you let me know what you think. Comment down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. And go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, hit me up on my email. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Don't forget about our live shows. I go live every Wednesday and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And I'm also live every Sunday morning with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. We got another video coming. But I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.